Okay, I'm here to make a very simple 3x3 Rubik's Cube tutorial that's easy to follow. I'll do the best I can to explain every move. I won't use long algorithms or the notation. I'll just show you the move because I think it's a lot easier than following little letters and stuff. There's very simple steps, and most of the steps on the Rubik's Cube are intuitive, but some of them need explaining because as it gets to the end, it's pretty complicated. Okay, so the first thing you want to do is complete the white side. What I like to do best is just spin up sides to put easy cubes into place. So for instance, you got right here, just spin it and up, and you just put a couple cubes up there. But you run out of those, and you're left with just single cubes that go in certain places. So for instance, this cube right here is a corner piece. So what you do is find a corner on the white side that needs to have a white piece in it, and you put that in there. Now it's very simple. All you do is move this down, this over, and into place. And you can do that with every single corner. But some of them are tricky because they're on the bottom. Well, how do you get it to the, here to where you can do what I just did? What you can do is line this up with where it needs to go right here. Spin this down so that this piece does come up here, then spin it to the left twice. You just now put that bottom corner piece on where it needs to be. So what I'll do is I'll just do the same thing I just did. I'll find a place where it needs to go, right here, right there, move it out of place, down, and into place. Alright. So there's three more to do. This is a centerpiece, and this is really easy to put in. All you do is line it up, move it out of place to the left or right, then move the center down, just the center, move it into place and back up. Okay. So the next piece. Okay, it's on the top now, so you have to get it to the bottom because that is how you get it to the top. Okay, so what I do is, if it's just right here, just move the bottom down, the center down, move it out of place, and up. Okay, so what I just did was I just put that piece up here, down on the bottom, and now I can do this move that's easy to follow. Alright, so I'm going to line it up with where it needs to be, a bottom center. I'm going to move it up, just the center piece, just the center row is going to come up. Alright? Then you're going to spin the top so it lines up. You're going to move it up. Alright, you just put that bottom center on the top. Alright, the last cube we have to get is up here. It's pretty much the same thing because it's on the top, needs to go to the bottom, except here it needs to go to the middle row. So what you do is find it, move it down to the left, and then move this back up. So now this is on the bottom. I'm going to go back to the previous step I did, which was lining it up with a place where it needs to go, moving it back so it's on the bottom layer, and once it's on the bottom layer we can move it to the left twice so it's out of the way, and you can move it back up. So from here I'm just going to do the same step I've been doing, lining it up, moving it out of the way, down into place, and up. And that will complete the white side. I would go ahead and scramble it up again and do it faster and better and really get to understand the first basic moves, because it all comes down to getting the white side as fast as you can. That'll really deduct speed once you start getting really good at the cube. Alright, the second step of the 3x3 is to get what I call the T's, which is when you have the center, the top center, and the edges all matched up to make a T. So for instance, green, 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 green. It's going to look like a T. And we do this by first matching up the center and the top center piece. Now what I like to do first is just spin the top layer to see how many I can get. As you can see, the most you're going to get is 2. So I just spun the top and I got blue and green already done. So I only have to worry about this red piece and this orange piece. It might be different for you though. You might have green and red matched up. It all depends. but in my case I have green and blue. Alright, so this step is just replacing pieces. And it's pretty intuitive because all it is looking, and there's really no long algorithms yet. Alright, first we need to do is, if we need to get this red piece over here, what we need to do is replace that piece. Alright, what I'm gonna do is just move down the center, move it out of the way, and move the center back up. So now I have the red piece on the bottom. I need to get this piece up here by replacing. So what I'm going to do is, once I get the piece on the left or right side, you're going to move down the center piece of where it needs to go, move it over and up. So you just replaced the piece. That's all you did, was replace it. As you can see now, you just moved the red piece in there. So I have green and blue. Alright, so this is going to be out of place now. Put that where it needs to be. Orange, orange. It's on the side. You're going to move the center down and move it into place and back up. So you have oriented the centers. Alright, so the second part is very similar, except involves using the corner pieces. Alright, so some of them don't have to be moved. Like here, the green, that's already done. The red's already done. And that's it. Okay, so what I'm going to do next is take any piece you want that doesn't work. I'm going to take this piece, move it down, out of place, and up. Okay, so I'm going to replace the pieces now. As you can see, I moved it out of place. Alright, so I need to put this where it needs to go. So you look around the cube and use the bottom. You're going to use the bottom to tell you where this piece needs to go. So if this is orange, I'm going to have to put it here or here. In my case, it's right here. And I know it's right here because if I do this and move it up here, it won't work. So it has to be here. Very similar to the other step, I'm just going to replace pieces. Orange, orange. Move it down, over, and up. You're replacing pieces. Do that again and again. Orange. It's going to need to go here. You can see I'm just replacing. Alright, see how that works? Alright, then there's a red piece. Find the red side. It's going to have to go there since it's the only piece that doesn't work. Move it out of the way. Up into place. You've now made the T's. So the fourth step of the 3x3 is to match up the middle center pieces, or whatever you want to call those. Alright, we do this by once getting the T's, you're going to turn the cube upside down. So now your white is the bottom. Okay, so what we have to do here is we're going to use the top layer now. We're going to spin nothing but the top to find our pieces to put in here. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is look for the piece you need. I'm going to use this slot right here and find the piece I need. It's going to be blue and orange, and it will be a middle. It won't be an edge. So don't disregard the edges in this step because you won't need to look at them. So here's my piece I need to put right here, this blue and orange. What I'm going to do is spin the top so the blue is opposite of here. You're always going to put the color that's on top farthest away from the side facing you, and the place needs to go. So blue and orange, blue and orange. I'm going to put the blue farthest away. Alright, what we do now is move the left side up, or the side that needs the piece to go into. I'm going to move it up. Alright, I'm going to move the top to the right, alright, and down. You'll see that piece is now in there, but you're going to notice that you've just taken out an edge. This can be fixed. Look and find where your white piece is. It's up here, okay? Spin the top to line up with that piece. You have to put this white piece back here, alright? Match up the white and the place needs to go with a edge piece, or a middle edge piece that doesn't work. So this will work because this doesn't match up. If this was blue here and red here, I wouldn't use this, but I can use this. Alright, so what you're going to do is, after you've lined it up, you're going to move the top out of the way to the right, move it up, the left side up, or the right side, depending on which one you're using, over and back down. Okay? You can now spin the bottom to match it all back up. You're going to notice now you just put that piece where it needs to go. Do that same step again. Alright, green and red. It's got to go right here. So I'm going to put the green farthest away, rotate the left, the side needs to go up, over and back down. You can see now that piece is now in there. Once again, you have to line it up with something that doesn't work. So this won't work. Alright. Line them up, move the top out of the way, the left side's going to go up, back, and back down. You're going to notice that piece was now in there again. Alright, so there's two more to do. One more time. Orange and green. Alright, now you have to find an edge that doesn't work. So this works. If I'm going to put that white piece here, it's going to screw up right here. So find that piece that doesn't work right here. This is going to be perfect. So line them up, move the top out of the way, left's going to come up, over, and back down. Okay. So you have lined up all the pieces you can. Alright, so the putting the last piece into place is a completely different step, but it's very similar. In this case, you're going to find the piece you need. It's here, and you got to put it here. So what you're going to do is instead of doing the normal move, which is putting it farthest away and rotating up, you're going to hold this piece to the left always to the left. I think it's easiest to the left. All right, find the piece you need and put it to the right. Right? So think of it like this: left, right. Okay, here it is. You're going to rotate the left side up, then the top is going to be rotated to the right. Alright, and the left side is going to come back down. You're now going to move the top to the left, rotate the front side, rotate the top to the left again, and back down. As you can see, that piece is now in there. You have completed the 2 rows. But there's a case called parity. I'm going to explain that to you. In some cases, that piece is in there but flipped. I'm going to show that to you. Okay, if that ever happens, what you have to do is move the left side up and the top side to the right. Alright, that piece is going to come here. Left side is going to go back down. This top side is going to be rotated to the left again. Front face, rotate it, and down. Okay, it's pretty much the same move. But now that you did that, you can now redo the move I taught you earlier. Left, right. Alright? Do that. Do it. Same move I taught you. Alright. I just solved that parity. If that ever happens, you just refer to moving it out, up, and then back again. Okay, the 5th step of the Rubik's Cube kind of gets a little bit tricky because you have to get the yellow side, the top side, and it consists of 2 algorithms that are pretty tricky at first because they're kind of long, but once you do them a couple times, they get pretty simple. Alright, so what you're looking for is a fish. Alright, let me explain this. If you look at the cube from the top, if these pieces were yellow, it would look like a fish, right? It would. That's how I memorize it, by thinking of the fish. I don't have the fish yet, but once you get the fish, you can solve the yellow side. I'm going to teach you how to get the fish. So the first algorithm consists of I don't know. Whenever I do it, I think of spinning because it's very fast once you do it. Spinning, it's not that complicated, but the first time it looks like a mouthful. So the first thing you need to do is start by moving the right side up, then the top to the left, the right side down again, top side to the left, and the right side up again, and then twice into place. Now the first time you do that, it's pretty easy, but the second algorithm is it's tougher. So the second algorithm looks like this. The top side comes up, the right side comes up, sorry. Then the top side you spin to the left, alright? Then you turn the cube and the right side comes up, okay? Then spin the top back. Once you spin the top back, you should have this completed. Put this side down, and that's going to go back. Okay? So that's what those two look like. I'll show you them again, but I guess I got the L, and once you get the L, you can do the spinny move, and you're gonna get a top pattern that you can do, that you can get the fish from. So alright, if you get an L, do this move. Do the move I taught you. The right side's gonna come up. The top is gonna spin to the left. Spin the cube. Then the right side comes up. Top side's gonna spin back. Right side down, right side down. Okay, look what you have. The fish. So, once you get the fish, you can solve the yellow side. You can solve the yellow side by, what you have to do is find the head of the fish, which is this one. Match it up so it works. So, you're just going to spin it. Just spin it. That's all you need to do. And you can see that works. Then what you do is, to the left or right, you're going to see a yellow piece. In my case, this is the yellow piece. It can be over here, over here. You're going to do the spinny move. It's the same thing except it's on the left this time. It's no different. Don't do it any differently. Up, right, left, down, right. And spin the top twice. As you can now see, the yellow side is complete. I suggest redoing those algorithms because they are crucial to getting the yellow side. You can't get the yellow side any other way. I think those are the easiest. I've done them many times, but you may think it's harder. Just keep doing it over and over and over again, and you'll eventually get it. Alright, so the next step to solving the Rubik's Cube is to get the top edge corners. Blue, blue, orange, orange, green, green, red, red. You do that by doing another algorithm that's kind of like the other one, except a little bit different in the way you do it. You have to pay very close attention because it involves spinning the cube and you might get lost and do a wrong move and then get set back a couple steps. So, the first thing you want to do is line up the most complete side, and in my case it's blue, blue, and red, red. The most complete side, though, is if you have orange and orange. But I don't have any of those cases. It could be orange, orange, green, green, red, red, blue, and blue. I don't have any of those, so I'm just going to have to go with one of these. So, once I have the most complete side, I'm going to turn the cube to the left. Hold the most complete side to your left. Okay? Here's the algorithm. It works either way. If you have blue and blue, it's the same algorithm. Alright, you're going to move the left side down, the top layer to the right. Okay? The right side is going to go down. The top layer is going to go to the left. The right side's going to go up. The top is going to go right. You're going to spin this down. Okay? I'm going to do the same move again, but show it to you from the back next time. I did that without moving the cube, so it would be easier for you to follow. Alright, once you do that move, however, it's going to bring you back to the fish. So, remember, line it up with the most complete side. Then it's either going to be this, whichever side that has the yellow piece, you're going to do the spin move on. Alright, so in my case, it's right here. You might have it right here, but I have it right here. Alright, you're going to move the left up, over, and back again. Alright, it's the same move. Now I have what I was talking about. I have a complete side. Almost complete. I'm going to line that up and hold this side to the left of me. Alright, so I'm going to do the same move I just taught you to get the most complete side, but I'm going to show it to you from the back this time so you can see what it looks like. Alright, most complete side to the left. Down, the left side's going to go down, top's going to go to the right, down to the right. I'm going to turn this around, and you're going to be completing the white sides. I don't know if that helped you or got you more confused, but I showed you that move from the front and back, so if one of them's easier, you can rewind this and watch it again and memorize it. I just showed you both of them, but it's the same move completely, just from different angles, front or back. Alright, I got the fish again. Most complete side, the spin move. Alright, now once you do that, you're gonna have this case. Okay? This is the last step of the cube. Alright, so as you can see, the whole thing is pretty much complete except for 3 centers. What you have to do here is move this piece here, and the last center will solve itself, which is going to go here. So what you do first is turn the I don't know how to say this. Just turn the front side upside down. Okay. Then move the piece you need to go. In my case, this is the piece. You're going to move it to the left. Okay. Then move both of the sides down. The right side's going to go down. The left side's going to go down. Then you're going to turn it upside down again, right side up. Now, turn the right side up again, the left side up again, spin it to the right, spin the top to the right, spin the top to the left, spin this twice, and you have successfully solved a 3x3. I hope this tutorial helped. I'm probably going to get a 4x4 out there, a 4x4 tutorial out there soon. It's going to be just as simple as this one. With the 4x4, there's only really 2 more steps that are involved. It's just like a 3x3 in every way. And if this one helped, drop me a comment, tell me if you liked it, and come back and check again. I should have a 4x4 tutorial out there soon. Thanks for watching.